about 3 seconds early. There we are right there. Hey, good evening, my friends. How are you? Welcome to another edition of Wednesday Night Live here on Mike Avery Outdoors. My name is Mike Avery. Glad to have you along with us. A little bit different setup tonight. I couldn't get my phone to connect at the last minute, so what I'm doing is using the oh, don't need that. Don't need my audio there. Boom, get rid of that. Good evening, John. How are you? Nice to have you. Oh, that helps right there. Ooh, nice, nice. Of course, now I can't see my comments, so that's not going to work. Craig, good evening. How are you, my friend? Hello, Johnny. And because I'm using my laptop, every time I touch the keyboard, you're going to see it, but that's all right. There we go. Okay, so I do have a little bit too much headroom. I can change it. Boom, just a little bit. And we'll see how that goes. All right, my friends, good evening. How are you? James is with us. Johnny's with us. John Craves is with us. Jim. David, checking in from Mount Pleasant. Dennis, hello. How are you this evening? My name is Mike Avery, and this is another edition of Wednesday Night Live here on Mike Avery Outdoors. I know, don't touch it. David said, well, just don't touch it. I can't. I have to keep touching it. Hello, Josh. How are you? Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that. Good evening, Paul. How are you? I have to touch it, David, to see my comments. Howdy, Richard. How are you? Eric, nice to have you along with us. My name is Mike Avery. This is another edition of Wednesday Night Live. On a Wednesday night, that's kind of an interesting day. We got a little bit of rain finally. Wasn't that nice? Does my boat have a name? Yes. My boat's name right now is Boatless. My boat's name is Boatless because I don't have a boat yet, which is starting to make me nervous. And I don't think it would be right for me to name it because it's just going to go to somebody else here in the next couple of years. Coho are still hot in St. Joe. I know, James. And the reason I know that is I talked to Captain Russ Clark on Fishhawk, on Seahawk Charters out of St. Joe today on the radio show. It'll air in the third hour of this weekend show. Talking bear hunting tonight. 14 plus points. Should be able to pull a license there. Fingers crossed. Linda, you should be able to get a tag. That's for sure. Better win one. Better get one before I win that auction. True. And the auction that Jim is talking about is an auction. In fact, I'm going to share that right now. I'm going to show you the screen what I'm talking about. Share screen. I don't want to do that. I do want to go to this, and then I want to go to Albright. Okay. If you go to this webpage right here, bidnow.us, and you look for the Trinity Monitor link, and you scroll down to item number 46, and you'll see this right here. Second to buy walleye fishing with Mike Avery. Current bid right now is at $710. It just started about 24 hours ago. So go to bidnow.us if you'd like to go walleye fishing with me on Saginaw Bay. It is a fundraising event for my church's parochial school. I'm not making any money on it. I don't want to make any money on it. Bidnow.us, bidnow.us. Stu says the snow's almost gone along the 45th parallel. I was up there, in fact, just last weekend. I was up there near Hubbard Lake, Brutus, at Maple Bay Marine for an open house. In fact, this weekend, I will be at this place right here, Lakeside Motorsports in Mecosta, for their big open house event. I'll be there at 10. I'll be there at 2. Not really doing any seminars, just a meet and greet. No sense for me to do a seminar. I don't know enough about fishing to do any seminars, right? Tonight, what we're going to do, Boat launch at Quanakasi was 50% filled with fishermen. Well, good. See, we're abiding by the governor's mandates then, right? God forbid we should do something different than what the governor wants. How about the bear wild boar video out of Tennessee? I didn't see it. Good evening, Randy. How are you? The bears should be coming out in White River. All right, a couple of things we're going to do tonight. We're going to give away another Michigan brand ham for the holidays. Tonight and next Wednesday will be the last one we'll give away for Lent. Nick Grillo, I think, will be joining us shortly to name the winner on that one, draw the winner on that one. We're also going to announce the winners of the Veterans Turkey Hunt, the guided Northern Michigan Veterans Turkey Hunt with the folks from Wild Game Dynasty. Ross Elliott will be along in just a couple of minutes to draw that winner. What's this I see right here? Black bear reported within a mile from my house in Mount Pleasant yesterday. That's what I heard. We got bears all over the state. In fact, that's my opening topic on the show this week. I'm talking with Keith Schaefer, who is the president of the Michigan Bear Hunters Association, talking about some proposed changes in bear hunting for this year. Pretty minor for the most part. I asked him if he thinks we'll ever have a spring bear hunt in Michigan. And then I also said, why is the Michigan Bear Hunters year after year against having more? Ryan, you're getting ahead of yourself, dude. The contest isn't open yet. I'll give you plenty of warning when it is. I asked him why the Michigan Bear Hunters have been repeatedly against issuing more bear tags. And he says because he doesn't think the population can sustain it. Okay. Then Matt Pettigo of the Michigan Wildlife Council joins me. In hour number 2, we're talking guns, ammunition, gun shortage, the politics behind it. The prices have gone up. This time it's legitimate. We're talking with Glenn Duncan of Duncan's Outdoor Shop in Bay City. The people who are charging you $1 a round for 9mm and .380 are still blatantly gouging. They're taking advantage of the situation. I would ask you not to buy ammo from those people if you can avoid it. If you have to, please remember those people when the supply goes back up and the prices go down. If people are going to gouge us and take advantage of us, I say they don't deserve our money. But ammo prices are going up because they've gone up now at the manufacturer's level. They've gone up anywhere from 10 to 30%. But if you see $1 a round for handgun ammo, they're gouging you. Then Nick Green from MUCC joins me to talk about the wolf hunt situation. This week's Ask Avery's question, I'll get to it again there in a minute, about a split Michigan turkey hunt. I didn't even know we had such a thing. And then Russ Clark talks about coho fishing on Southern Lake, Michigan, off St. Joe. Avid's got a story about ammo. I was told what's happening with local ammo. Love to hear it, David. Cheap ammo is an investment now, like gold. It's just about like gold, isn't it? Johnny got his Michigan brand. Randy's fishing tomorrow. Mike's eating one right now. They are great. In just a few minutes, we're going to open the phone lines and give you a chance to win a Michigan brand ham. What I want to do in 2 minutes is bring Ross Elliott on here to talk about the giveaway of the guided turkey hunts in northern Michigan. Even the flea market and private sales ammo are $1 a round. There we go. Nick Grillo is with us. He's in Florida for a week with his parents for the week. All right, Nick, I appreciate you being along with us. Hang tight. We'll go to you in just a minute, my friend. And I bet you he's doing some fishing too. It's panic buying like toilet paper and COVID. Well, I don't know if it's panic buying. I mean, it's not there. The supply is just not there. Oh, did you hear the red-winged blackbird out the window? Let's bring in Ross. Ross, you ready to go? My friend, how are you?
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Wonderful. How are you?
I am doing well today. Looking at this beautiful weather outside and just thinking turkeys are going to be coming pretty soon.
Oh, don't kid me. You're thinking about riding that bike is what you're thinking about.
Yeah. Well, I've been doing that too.
Hey, are these new? The tats new?
No, I've had them for a while.
Oh, have you? I'm sure I've seen them. They're nice. Looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had them for a while.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. Hey, so listen, a couple of things I want to talk about first. Have you talked with our buddy Ron St. Louis up in White River lately? Do you have any news from him?
I don't have any news from him yet. I haven't talked to him in a little while. As of right now, it's still month to month.
Still month to month. So there's still a chance.
There's still a chance.
Unless you've got the spring hunt, then there's probably no chance.
The money's burning a hole in my pocket.
You got to spend it somewhere, huh?
That's right.
All right. So what else did I want to talk to you about? I heard, and I won't give away too much info, but I heard you're starting to get interested in extreme long range shooting now.
Oh yeah, just a little bit. I got a new Aero Precision AR-10 in the 308, and got a hold of a friend of ours and said, this is what I want to do. What do I need? He pointed me in the right direction, and I've been spending a bunch of money on this thing.
What got you interested in that, Ross? What got you thinking you wanted to go that route?
Well, I've always wanted to go out west and go hunting, and I watch these guys on TV. That's a 500-yard shot. We can't do that. I want to be able to do that and not think twice about it.
500 yards. It's a long shot.
Well, from what I'm told, I'll be doing that within the first hour.
Oh, good for you. I look forward to that. All right, Ross, the reason we've got you on tonight is 2 weeks ago, you joined me to talk about something you and Gary Morgan from Wild Game Dynasty are doing. Why don't you remind us, bring us up to speed?
Okay, so without the Walleyes for Warriors, again, Gary got a hold of me and said, why don't we do a turkey hunt for some veterans? And our plan was to, take for 2 weekends, take 2 veterans each weekend. I had a couple of guys reach out to me, Matt and Mark Todd. Big shout out to those guys. They're going to come up and help us. So they both know how to call turkeys, and they're going to help us out. So it freed up Gary to do a little bit of running around. So me, Mark, and Matt will be all guiding, and we're going to take 3 guys per weekend instead of 2.
So how many guys total then?
6.
6 guys over 2 weekends. And the way that people had to enter this was they posted on the Wild Game Dynasty Facebook page what branch they served in, and then you guys drew from that?
We did, yeah. So we had, I think, about 11 or 12 people enter into the drawing, which was pretty nice.
Yeah.
And we, Gary and I, this morning before he got out, he's down in Florida out right now also. Yeah, he got his Osceola turkey this morning.
Oh, he did. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So before he got out to the woods, him and I sat down and said, as long as there's no other drawings, which nobody else entered. So we drew the names.
Well, why don't you give us those names?
So the first weekend, which is going to be May 14, 15, and 16, we've got a Brian Davis, Dan, and I'll probably mess this up, Kubicki, and somebody you and I know, David Martin.
David. Hey, in fact, David's on here tonight.
Yeah, I see him on here. Hey, David, how you doing? So, yeah, those 3 will be the first weekend, May 14, 15, 16. So you guys get your turkey licenses for the 0234 hunt, and that's for May. And then the second weekend in May, which is going to be the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, we have a Mark Rowland, Ryan Adams, and Lou Levins. So those 3
Nice.
guys too. Get your tags. Any questions, they can come through here and message me on Facebook, or and I'll give out my phone number when they do, so that they can call and we can make all the arrangements.
Of course, Go ahead, Ross. Hunt 234, affectionately known in my book as the mosquito season.
That's right. But
it's effective, it's productive, isn't it?
It's very productive. We do very, very well that type of year.
Oh, look at this. We got Mark Rowland on here right now, Dan Kubicki on here right now, and Elliot. You got or Avid. We got 3 of your winners right there.
Yay. All right, good. Well, that's the whole purpose, is to get all these guys into your page, also Wild Game Dynasty, and get some veterans out hunting too.
Now, Matt Todd's on here right now. He's one of the guys who offered to help guide, right?
He is, yeah. Matt and Mark are both going to come up and help us. So it was
Wonderful.
really nice of them guys to reach out to me.
Well, thank you, Matt Todd and Mark Todd, for getting involved. Ross, thank you for putting this together. Gary Morgan of Wild Game Dynasty, thank you. And thanks for letting us use the Wednesday Night Live to kind of make this happen and announce the winners, Ross. Appreciate it.
Hey, one thing real quick.
Yeah.
Just so these guys know, they do not need any money. Everything is covered. The food's going to be there. We got a cook that's going to be there. Everything is covered for them. So unless they want, something to drink, everything is covered. Food, lodging, and everything.
Perfect. Thank you, Ross. That's very nice of you and everybody involved. And good luck and have fun, and make sure I see some pictures.
Oh, we'll have some videos for sure.
All right. Thanks, Ross. Good talking to you. All right. See you. Ross Elliott working with Ryan says they better tip big. Congrats to all the winners. Congrats. Absolutely. I think it's wonderful when people get involved in something like this and help out others. Especially those who, there's Johnny right there. Speaking of people who help out others, Johnny's helped me out a lot, and I do appreciate it. A couple of other things I want to talk about tonight before we give away a Michigan brand ham. Hey, Donnie, how are you? How are things at Krejak's? For the first time this morning, when I got up and went outside, it smelled like spring. But you know what spring smelled like to me? It smelled to me like night crawlers. It made me want to go out and pick up night crawlers. Not for walleye fishing, for trout fishing. Morels have come up in the southern part of the state. I'm having people send me some pictures of a few tiny, very sparse morels down in the southern part of the state. The fish trip bid just went up. I'll check it in a minute. The Tannerite fire near Port Huron. I think I did hear about that. And then checked the creek last night for smelt. Nothing yet. I know it's creek. I say crick. Suckers are running though. I hear that. Let me check the bid. As long as we're at it, then let's go to that page. Right. Let's go to the page and see what the bid is right now. Bidnow.us. Whoa. Oh, look where it's at right now. $1,001. I have a feeling I know. Let's see what it jumped up from. It went from 800 up to 1,000 up to 1,001. I have a feeling that I know how that happened. And I suspect that I have you to thank for that. Crawlers for trout, absolutely, in the streams, you bet. Don says, and Don owns a Krejak's restaurant in Bay City, south end of Bay City. Good. Business is picking up and busy. Lent is in full force, getting ready for turkey season, seeing lots of birds. And God bless our friends who are in the restaurant business and the food business. They got hosed during this whole thing. They did charge him with 2 counts of arson. Wow. Oh, Ross says, just give me a minute. I think the bid's going to go up again. And you know the funny thing about this? Both Craig and Ross could fish with me for free anytime they want. What's the fishing bid for? Brandon said. Brandon, the fishing bid is for a day of walleye fishing for 4 anglers with me on Saginaw Bay aboard the Angler Quest this summer. It's a fundraising online auction for the parochial school associated with my church, Trinity Monitor in Bay County, here in Michigan. If you go to bidnow.us, and look for the Trinity Monitor tab, you click on that, go to auction number 46, and that's the day of fishing with me, and the bid just went up to $1,000. And I think I have Craig Plowman to thank for that, so thank you. Lori says she loves Krejak's. Everybody loves Krejak's. If you've ever eaten at Krejak's, everybody loves Krejak's. And listen, I'm hoping that by the time the trip comes up, I'll have a boat because my new boat hasn't been made yet. I'm thinking maybe it was a mistake to let the old one go. My buddy Scott Hand bought it. I'm glad he's got it. His family's going to enjoy it. They're going to love it. And that was one of the topics of discussion today on the radio show and the Polar Craft podcast as I was doing it with Lance Valentine of Walleye 101. Everything is in short supply right now. Ammunition, guns, boats, motors, fishing electronics, camping gear, RVs, motorhomes, anything to do with the outdoors. There was one more I was thinking of, but I just lost it. Everything to do with the outdoors right now is in short supply. If you can find something right now that fits your need and you're in the market, I suggest that you do not wait till you find the perfect price or the perfect item. If you find something that'll suit your needs and you've got the money and you're looking, get it now. Because it could be months and months before you get it. Right now, AnglerQuest is building boats for September. There are boats out there right now, a few of them that are in dealer showrooms. Get those, and it's not just AnglerQuest, it's everybody. And no, somebody says on this trip, do I bait the hooks? There is no baiting of hooks on my trips because there are no crawlers on board. Dave says trucks are in short supply. Jason says try buying lumber right now. Everything. Kayaks. You have a source for marine electronics? That's good because I'll tell you, Lance Valentine can't even get a hold of them. Let's give away a Michigan brand ham. I know that Nick Grillo is standing by. He's in Florida right now. I'm going to show you the website for Michigan Brand, michiganbrand.net, michiganbrand.net. Here's the website, michiganbrand.net. And what they're doing is we got something called Ham for the Holidays. These are some of the featured collections, some of the products they make. View all. They have some great products, including, I want to go to work for Michigan Brand, including the Mike Avery Hunter Sticks. Look at this. All these different products, and every darn one of them is absolutely excellent. They are Michigan Brand. Michigan Brand is owned and run by the Grillo family. Good friends of mine, very generous people. And we've got a program called Ham for the Holidays. We did this Thanksgiving time. We did it around Christmas time. And now we're going to do it at Easter tonight and next Wednesday for Lent. If you want to win a Michigan Brand ham, you've got 2 minutes starting right now. Make your comments about why you want to win a Michigan Brand ham. I would suggest you make them clever or funny or whatever to get Nick's attention. But please, I'll ask you this. Please don't say, I'm going to give away a Michigan Brand ham to a family in need, which of course is an honorable thing to do. But if you make a comment like that, it's almost impossible for Nick to choose a winner. So tell us why you want to win a Michigan Brand ham. Nick Grillo is standing by. We will have a Michigan Brand ham on our table at Easter, as we do every year. MichiganBrand.net is the website, MichiganBrand.net. Did I say I had Russ Clark from Seahawk on my show? If so, how do I watch it? Well, since I don't have a television show, it's impossible to watch it, but you can listen to it on the radio program and the podcast. Johnny would love to have a Michigan Brand ham. Mike would love to have a Michigan Brand ham. Rob says they don't get them up in White River. Rob, if you can fix it so Nick can get up there on a spring bear hunt with Ron, I guarantee you Nick will bring you a Michigan Brand ham. It's a pig's butt. Here, Piggy. 1 minute on the Michigan Brand ham. Why do you want to win a Michigan Brand ham for Lent? They are excellent, and we will have one here. That's a good one, Johnny. Swine is so fine. Mark, didn't you already win enough for one night? Are you getting greedy now? Is that what's going on? Don't waste your time on an off-brand ham. 20 seconds, 30 seconds on the ham. 30 seconds on why you want to win a Michigan Brand ham. 20 seconds. 10, 9. Yeah. You think I'm even going to, Josh is going to donate it to himself. 5, 4, 3. Hey, Ken Ruff, how are you? 2, 1. Timer's ready. Don't count that one. Yeah, I got to count that one. Very poor performance tonight on my part. I'm so very sorry. What happened was I should have swallowed my saliva, my spit down before I started to do the buzzer, and I didn't. And I got 5 seconds in and I had to swallow because I had just taken a drink of Crystal Light. Very disappointing. I know I should be ashamed. I was a little flat tonight and very, very short. I know it was very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. And I am embarrassed and I am slacking. Yes, I am. I have nothing to say for myself except I'm embarrassed. It was a very, very poor performance. And I can only increase. There we go. Look at this. I didn't even know Joe was on there. Joe Marion is tonight's winner. Joe Marion is tonight's winner. And I didn't even know Joe Marion was on tonight. Joe, a good friend of mine, retired Coastie, served at Tawas, served at Coast Guard Station Saginaw River, retired out of Ludington, spent some time doing drug interdiction. Really, he's also a charter captain now out of Ludington. Congrats, Joe Marion. Congrats, Joe Marion. Joe, if you would send me or Nick your shipping address, he will get a Michigan brand ham off to you right away. Congrats to Joe Marion. And thank you, Nick Grillo. Say hi to your mom and dad for me. Say hi to Lindsay for me. I hope you catch a lot of big largemouth while you're down there. Are you down there right through Easter, Nick? Or are you coming back? Does Michigan brand, yes, they do. Does Michigan brand still make hams from venison? They do. They do. If you take your boned out wild game into Michigan brand, they will make jerky, sausage, ham, or more, whatever you want. This is a good time of year to do that, right? You've got it left over in your freezer. Make sure it's boned out. Take it over to Michigan brand, and they can take care of it for you. The website, michiganbrand.net, michiganbrand.net. The charter service that Joe is working for is Rodmaster Charter Service out of Ludington. I think is rodmaster.com possibly, but it's Rodmaster Charters out of Ludington. Congrats, Joe Marion. Thank you, Nick Grillo. Thank you to your dad, Butch, and everybody from the Grillo family, everybody from Michigan brand. Great, great people. I really, really enjoy working with and eating Michigan brand products, including those very nice Mike Avery Hunter sticks. michiganbrand.net. Thank you, Nick. All right, a couple of other things I want to talk about tonight. Well, I have been shooting my recurve. You are welcome, Joe. Catching some nice bass back down, coming back Sunday. Well, you're welcome, Joe, but don't thank me because all I'm doing is I'm just passing along the generosity of the Grillo family from Michigan Brand Meats. Detroit River Walleye starting to fire up. I bet they are. I booked a trip. Mike, have you had Michigan Brand? Where's the comment? Have you had Michigan Brand smoke any of the bear into ham? I've had Michigan Brand do a bear, but they didn't smoke it. They made jerky, summer sausage, burger, and it was excellent, as you would expect. Going back to Detroit River Walleye, I had Lance Valentine of Walleye 101. Hey, Bill, how are you? I had Lance Valentine of Walleye 101 on the show today, talking primarily about Detroit River walleye fishing. Hello, Mark. How are you? He said, yes, he'll be going down there April 1st. I actually booked a trip with Lance for April 15th. Speaking of trips, let's see how the bid is going on the walleye fishing trip with me on Saginaw Bay. It's still at $1,001. $1,001. It's a walleye fishing trip for 4 anglers on Saginaw Bay aboard the Angler Quest at a mutually agreeable date in June or July of this year, providing that I have a boat by then. I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will. If you want to bid on this, again, it's a charity auction. None of the money goes to me. It all goes to Trinity Monitor School. Go to bidnow.us, bidnow.us, and look for the Trinity Monitor auction, and then find auction item auction number 46. Have I ever shot an elk or a moose before? I have not, but it's on the bucket list. Honestly, I'm not following this. Receiving 8,750 every. Okay, I think this is this? Oh, it's a joke. It's a private joke between people, I think. Captain Mark at the end of April. Walleye, Captain Pananzik. Yeah, I thought it was spam. Thank you. Ross can't get logged in. Why is that, Ross? Why can't you get logged in? I think Ross is going to bid on the thing, which is crazy because Ross and Craig can go fishing with me free anytime they want. Something else I wanted to talk about tonight, and my old brain just lost it. Absolutely lost it. It was something about walleye fishing with Lance. But I actually booked a trip with him. It's been a long time since I've been on the Detroit River. I have not actually formalized this recently with, it wasn't bear hunting, with, we talked about bear hunting earlier, with Dan Jordan of Team Anglerfish and Brad Dupuis of Angler Quest. But we do want to do a Wednesday night live on the river. What's higher, the charter fishing trip or 22 shells? Well, that's a good question. They'd be about equal value, I would imagine. Oh, it was the Primal Tree Stand, the Primal Tree Stand's Wraith 270. Where I'm also giving away, Trinity is also giving away a Primal Tree Stand's Wraith 270 see-through ground blind in that auction. Every week, I have been promoting the fact that you could get one of those blinds by going to outdoorpregame.com, and using the promo code Mike20 and get one for $200. Something has happened in this last week that may change that for you. That blind is now available on Amazon.com for the same $200. So you can go to Amazon Prime and buy it for $200 without using a promo code. When I asked Primal why they did that, I said, you kind of screwed me on this, guys, because I was promoting the heck out of it. And it actually, to be honest with you, made me look pretty good in the company's eyes. They said they wanted to put it on Amazon for $250, but Amazon said, if you want us to feature you, you've got to sell it for $200. So Amazon kind of had them over a barrel. So I don't blame them for doing it. So you've got a choice. If you want that blind, and it's a beautiful blind, you can either go to Amazon Prime and just buy it outright for $200, or you can still go to Outdoor Pregame and use the promo code Mike20 and get it for the same $200. But I get a little credit for it. It makes me look good. So whatever you want to do, but you can get it for $200 in a couple of different ways now. That's what I will be sitting in for the opening day of turkey season on Saturday, April 17th. And where I'm hunting this year is the same place I hit that bird with my recurve last year. It was a good shot, but it wasn't a killing shot. Things happen. Obviously, it wasn't a good shot, or it would have killed the bird, right? So I can't really say it was a good shot. I hit the bird where I wanted to. It was a Texas heart shot from behind, right up the rear end. I thought it was going to be a good shot. Didn't recover the animal. So obviously, knowing that now, it wasn't a good shot. So I won't take that shot again. Plus, wouldn't Amazon get a percentage of the sale if you buy it from them? I don't know, John. I don't know the ins and outs of that. And I don't know. It's none of my business. Check the GNR page. Tons of turkey tags left. I don't turkey hunt, but you keep talking about it. I may want to give it a try. John, you got to give it a try. You got to give it a try, John. All right, let's check the tote board. Let's go to, where did it go? I lost it. Let me, where can I find this? Give me just a second here because I want to see what it's at now. And then I can share it with you. And it's right, boom, 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 here. StreamYard. Share. Oh, look what it's at now. Oh, it just went up again. It was at $1,200. And right before my eyes, it went up to $1,300. Almost $1,400. I think you guys are getting a little crazy here now, aren't you? $1,383. Wow. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Again, the money's going for a good cause, right? I appreciate your generosity, guys, but you know you can go fishing with me free anytime you want, right? Wow. Very nice. If you want to get in on this, Ross said he's taking you if he wins. Hey, good point. Don't forget to buy your fishing license. I forgot to mention it in the show this week. Thank you, John, for that. I appreciate it. Hello, Ralph. How are you? Appreciate you being along with us on this edition of Wednesday Night Live. So again, if you want to get in on this bid on a walleye fishing trip with me on Saginaw Bay, go to bidnow.us, bidnow.us. Ross says they're going to have to go more to beat you. Ross. You don't have to do that, Ross. I appreciate it, though. Bidnow.us, bidnow.us. You've got 6 more days. It goes till the 30th. But we'll see what happens. What else is going on? I think I've got to put up the goose fence early this year because the darn things are driving me crazy already. Mother Nature seems to be about 2 weeks ahead of herself, right? At least that's what it feels like. Oh, the kids are playing next door. I love to hear the kids playing next door. Eric, you're a man after my own heart. Eric says turkey hunting is his second favorite thing next to black bear, being first. I'll tell you what, I love bear hunting. Absolutely. If somebody told me, Avery, you have to give up deer hunting for the rest of your life, but I will guarantee you one bear tag a year for the rest of your life, would you do it? In a heartbeat. I would give up whitetail hunting in a heartbeat, in a New York minute, in the blink of an eye. And you know what I like about bear hunting? Which drawing? Yes, it did happen. The drawing for the vets. Brad, I don't remember your name. I'm not being a smart aleck. I don't remember the name. Your name. David says bear hunting's on the bucket list. You got to do it. Well, Johnny, if I could get a bear tag and hunt with you every year, I would give up whitetail hunting for sure. But if I don't get that bear tag this year, I will take you up on your offer for a whitetail hunt. But let me tell you what I love about bear hunting. I love the animals. They're beautiful, majestic, silent, mysterious animals that come in completely silent. I love that. Ross says, please have the winners private message him so you can get everybody together. Good point. If you won, and if we announced it earlier, private message Ross your info so we can put this all together. And if you can't private message me, I'll put you in touch with Ross. The other thing I like about bear hunting, there's not the social pressure and BS. You won't find bear hunters shaming fellow bear hunters for shooting an immature animal. You won't find bear hunters shaming other bear hunters because you didn't let it go and let it grow. You won't find bear hunters shaming each other because they didn't hunt the way they thought they should hunt. That's one of the reasons why I like bear hunting. Although I do get grief on my YouTube channel on a regular basis because I'm not a true hunter because I sit over bait in a blind. which is a crock. If it's legal, hunt your hunt. All right. One last time, I'm going to check the bid on the walleye fishing trip with me on Saginaw Bay. It's still at $13.83. It's still at $13.83, which is extraordinarily generous. If you want to get involved in it, my friends, go to bidnow.us, bidnow.us. It's a charity auction. I'm not making a dime from it. It goes to Trinity Monitor School associated with my church, Trinity Monitor in Bay County. All right, my friends, I'm about 5 minutes early, but I'm scattered enough tonight that I think I'm just going to walk away and maybe go upstairs and doctor this up a little bit. And I think what I'm going to, here we go. I think what I'm going to do is walk outside and have a cigar too. Here are the winners. May 14th, 15th, and 16th. The winners are Brian Davis, Dan Kubicki, and Avid Martin. May 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, Lou Levens, Mark Rowland, and Ryan Adams. Thank you guys for your service. Congrats on winning the hunt. Thank you to Gary Morgan of Wild Game Dynasty, and thank you to Ross Elliott for putting this together, and also the other guides who volunteered. All right, my friends, that's going to wrap up this edition of Wednesday Night Live. Thanks for joining me. The website, MikeAveryOutdoors.com, MikeAveryOutdoors.com, and the email address is Mike@MikeAveryOutdoors.com. You can get in touch with me anytime you want. Send me an email, Mike@MikeAveryOutdoors.com. Have a good night, my friends. Thanks for joining me on this edition of Wednesday Night.